Stevens Point, basketball is just a way of life. And with SPASH's record-breaking senior class set to graduate this weekend, we're taking a closer look at how SPASH's top two players helped create a basketball legacy in Stevens Point and throughout Wisconsin. Derek Watte joins us in studio now with more on our special report.
Well, SPASH's remarkable 2015-16 run was a product of a host of great players and coaches. At the heart of the team's effort were two exceptional players, Trev Anderson and Sam Hauser, whose friendship transcended family ties and helped to transform a program.
At the end, when I came off the floor, it kind of hit me like, wow, this is the last game ever. And then obviously we had a little moment on the bench where we kind of let out our emotions, and it just kind of hit me right there.
Stevens Point repeats as the Division I state champion.
It culminated at the Kohl Center in 2016, but it started 18 years before that. While the Anderson and Hauser families were very close-knit, Trev and Sam's friendship began where else but on the court.
I can remember I was playing at Nina and Hoops Club. He was playing at New London and Hoops Club, and we had a tournament at New London.
I know there's a picture of us when we were like 1 or 2 years old over at our house, but I don't really remember that. I remember that tournament, the same exact tournament.
Their fathers, Scott and Dave, share a similar account of their boys becoming pals.
Friend-wise, I remember them clicking right away. I definitely remember them clicking on the basketball floor.
Doubling as their coaches, the dads did their best to develop their boys' chemistry on the court. Individually, they were both very good players. Together, they were dynamic.
They're not the same player, and I think that's the beauty of it, that they figured out what I'm really good at, and you figured out what you're really good at. We've kind of made that work together.
One's a little bigger and great rebounder, and Trev with the ball handling, and they both shoot it, and they both could pass it so well. It's been incredible.
In their first 2 years together on the court at SPASH, Trev and Sam led the way as Panthers fans saw a struggling program turn around. They won the conference title in each of those seasons, then in their junior year took the next step, leading SPASH to its first state title since 1994.
Division I state champions.
But the team hadn't reached its peak yet. Spearheaded by the play of Anderson and Hauser, now seniors, SPASH steamrolled the 2015-16 schedule, the team lead blowing out opponents, often before halftime.
Yeah, I think every team was out to get us. I think like a lot of teams thought it was like a Super Bowl game when we came to town or whatever, and we always had a target on our back, but we handled it really well, just like workmen, like just get in, get out.
Sam Hauser, the Super SPASH Bros connect.
SPASH inevitably brought home its second straight championship, capping off the school's only undefeated season in its history, a bittersweet ending to a storybook career.
I was walking out that court knowing we won the state championship, but also in the back of my head, I'll never be coached by my dad again. I'll never be playing with Sam or Joey or Jay or Evan or Ted or any of those guys ever again. It was a very, very happy day, but also a very sad day.
In the 4 seasons prior to Anderson and Hauser's arrival at SPASH, the school's program was 34-52. Between the pair's freshman and senior years, the Panthers notched 100 victories and just 6 losses, winning 4 conference titles and 2 state championships, leading many to pose the question,
Do you put yourselves up there as one of the best teams to ever play on a high school court?
Well, in my opinion, I think we're up there with the best of them, but that's not for me to decide.
As coaches, Scott and Dave won't weigh in either. However, as a couple of basketball dads, they're pretty confident their boys could hang with the best of them.
Yeah, I'd line those two up against anybody's tandem, and we'd go compete. I'm not saying that they'd win every time, but I know they'd play their guts out, and they'd play really smart, and they'd be skilled, and somebody would have to beat them.
Yeah, they'd go down dying.
Though their careers together on the high school court are over, the two plan on meeting each other in the NCAA tournament. Sam for Division I Marquette and Trev for UW Green Bay. In studio, Derek Watte, Newsline 9.
And coming up tonight after Newsline 9 at 10, Derek and Sports Director Brandon Kennard will host a Facebook Live chat to answer your questions about that story. Just search Brandon Kennard, WAOW, to join them. That's coming up tonight at 10:40.